Good morning.
Is
Yo,
it
yo,
even
yo.
morning? I don't know.
Well, we don't know what time it is, but I assume we've slept, so it's kind of like a morning, right? We're having breakfast.
Good day of existence.
Exactly.
What's for breakfast, Corian?
Beholder steaks.
Sounds appetizing. I think Avarice is actually going to get daylight prepared. Oh, he already has it prepared. That's a good one to have. He's just letting you guys know. By the way, guys, I can actually cast daylight, if you didn't know. I don't think I've ever used it, but I can.
Yeah, I changed my spell layout for right now.
All right. Anything you guys wish to do after breakfast? Or any preparations?
Can I put a spell into my book from the guy's book?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Can't remember how long. That isn't affected by spell level, right? I just do it into a check, right?
Yeah, it's not affected. You just
Like
can't
scribing
cast
a
it.
scroll. Yeah, because I don't have
Oh,
it prepared for today.
Are you doing you're translating from a spell scroll or using his spell book?
I'm using his spell book, which I know gets rid of it in his spell book, right?
It stays there, and you
that's
basically
right.
essentially copy his notes into your book.
Yeah.
I believe there's a check for that, but let me double check.
Yeah, there is a check. There's an Arcana check. I think it's 10 plus the spell level, but something like that.
Okay. Are you just doing one?
I can't remember. It does take like an hour or two.
Yeah, it does take a little bit of time.
So I'm looking for his book because we had that conversation today. Hold on. There it is. Yeah, I'm gonna put in. I'm gonna put in Flesh to Stone, which I can't even use yet. The 6th level spell in there.
Sure.
And I'm gonna use. What? No. Because I want something that I might be able to use tomorrow. What does he have here? We'll just use it up. I'm going to use Flesh to Stone, and I'm going to use one of my Divine Rolls for today for the Arcana check. And I'm going to use my 14, so that should be 22, which is more than enough to pass the check.
What's your other divine roll?
16. Okay. That's all I have left.
Good to know. So, as you guys are eating breakfast, while Hanoka's eating, he prepares a spell in his spell book.
All right.
Can you play us something, Nerdius, to pass the time? You got your instruments?
Yeah. Say some music.
And maybe quietly, we still are in tunnels.
It might not be the best ambience heard. Just echoes across the cave walls.
I don't know what sits around here, so... And I know back on the walkway to Talfalia, there were a lot of things that were trying to get us, so... that some of them were burrowing, so... You can pretend to play it, though.
Are the eggs still good and warm?
Yes, especially wrapped around the sheets you have to hold them onto your back.
How many of those
warm.
eggs do we have? 5?
I have 2.
4? Wait, I think Blora was carrying one too.
Yeah,
so then
I have
in
one.
Tottenham, so 5 total. Because Ergis and Hanoka were the only ones that did not carry one.
It's because they were as tall as the 2 of them.
It was, yeah.
I have no interest in an animal. Hanoka's not really big on animals. You know, he's not really knowledgeable about them. He turned a sheep into a goat.
Gonna need to build some cages when we get back.
Well, you know me, I'm good with my hands. I built coffins, I'm sure cages aren't that much different.
Sure, Tano.
Well, I guess we should check out this new tunnel then.
Absolutely.
All right.
Carefully.
Yeah, of course. Go ahead and as you guys leave the hut fades, go and do stealth checks.
And want to do pass without a trace?
Aver says, if you want me to, I can.
I'm rolling one for Drosten as well.
Yes.
All right.
8 for me.
Guess we're not doing pass.
And 17 for Drosten.
10.
14.
All right.
I got 11. And Owly.
Laura got a 13 with disadvantage. That's not too bad.
Oh, sorry, I got a 9.
9, okay.
And Owly gets an 8.
All right. So you guys try to be stealthy. It's not working too well, but you guys continue up ahead. The passageway. And as you go into it, it continues forward and then up about 60-ish feet. You can see through your dark vision, it curves to the left. You guys continue downward, and this entryway to the left actually is giving off also torchlight as well. Going in, as you turn around the corner, up ahead, you can actually see from the torchlight that's inside. It looks like large stone steps that lead upward to a large stone door up at the top. But what catches your attention is a large lion-like form that's visible in the torchlight, sitting in front of this door. 2 giant paws rest on top of each other over the edge of the steps. The face is faintly humanoid, but maintains the fur and appearance of a lion. Piercing, pure white eyes glare at you as you enter. It changes its posture from lying down to sitting upright, causing its large mane to shift. Its long, bronze-colored wings expand, showing the huge form of this creature, before they retract again. But the beast doesn't speak. It just stares at you expectantly.
Averis, any idea what this thing is? Hinoxus?
Let me see.
Virgius?
Nope.
Tarnum?
If you guys want to do a history check, you can.
I've spent time in the desert. Does that help?
I've wandered
This-
around. Maybe I've
this
heard
creature
some legends
isn't-
or something about that.
This
here we
creature
go.
isn't specifically desert.
History, you said?
But you can make a history check if you want. Yes.
19.
I got 17.
21.
21.
I got an 11.
That's about the same I got, Corian.
It's a big line.
Tarnum, you've kind of heard of it. You can't recall exactly, but Ergis, you've heard legends of sphinxes before. This one, from its kind of male appearance, it appears to be an androsphinx. They are large celestial creatures that are placed to guard something.
Ooh. I say
Does
hi
it have
in
riddles?
Celestial.
You speak celestial.
I speak Celestial. I say hi in Celestial.
It gives a small nod. It's quite a ways away. It's with the steps, it's about 80 feet away. You can only see it from the torchlight, but you guys have to get closer.
Virgius, you said something about riddles?
Does it have riddles for us?
Some do riddles. Some they in order to get past something that they guard, they have something for you to do. Sometimes those can be riddles.
Well, Virgius, I think this is you, man.
We all like bunch up behind, just pushing forward.
You're the Sphinx expert here.
Air just gets pushed forward.
Hi. Are we allowed through the door?
You guys are basically. You get pushed in,
Straightforward approach. I like it.
and the voice is booming as it says greetings. You can kind of hear it echo off the walls.
Oh, it speaks common.
Are
It's
we
still looking there expectantly, waiting if you guys could approach.
okay, are we allowed to go through the door?
You may.
Well, let's go.
Hey, all
As
right.
nervously.
I guess we all start following behind Urgius towards the door.
Wasn't that hard.
By the door, you
It's
mean the
about
one
right
in the
there.
room where he's at, or
Yeah, you guys are about like it's not really a door; it's just an opening, but you all are allowed in. You can see now you enter in. It's a beautifully carved stone room. It does not appear natural.
I know it's going to ask as we go in. So we're allowed in. Are we allowed out?
It's up to you.
I mean,
I don't mind.
So there's no riddles, no tests, no nothing.
The only thing you must do, if you wish to come behind this door, is proceed through my challenge.
Oh, so we can't just walk through the door.
No.
The challenge is in this room. I know.
Oh, so what's the challenge? Is the challenge in the room like he thinks? Like Tarnum's saying?
The room appeared. Are you asking him that?
Yeah, I'm asking him that.
Okay. He says it is not.
Oh, what's the challenge?
Challenge. A battle with a creature.
If it's about the beholder, he dead.
He real dead. We had him for breakfast.
we
Not
didn't
that
really
entity,
have it for
no.
breakfast.
I see you all finished him off.
We did.
Yeah.
He attempted to come in here before. It did not work out well for him.
Are you the one who fought him previously?
I did.
Is that why he was wounded?
I punished him by ripping off some of his eye stalks.
Oh,
and
well,
trapping
thank
him.
you. Thank you for helping us.
There's no problem.
So what exactly do you want us to fight?
He kind of sits more upright as he glares at you guys, and he says, "They say the Omar Ocean is the most treacherous to navigate. Howling winds, violent storms, and crashing waves make sailing only capable for the wisest. However, one area in particular is especially wild. A lone storm giant, banished for his evil nature, now uses his powers to turn the local abundance of water into a torrent of rage. To be deemed worthy to enter in here, you will be dropped in the midst of the crashing waves and must navigate through the merciless waters, reaching the small island of Mokaya,
No.
and defeating the
No.
angered giant, thus restoring the balance of nature to that area. 30 minutes is how long I allow."
Someone who's having like serious PTSD right now. This is all to do with his backstory.
Are we allowed boats?
Actually, Tarnum, make a history check.
Another one. Natural 7. That looked like a 1 to me for a second.
You
7.
don't recall this island before.
I know the
obviously-
ocean though. I
Obviously,
definitely
you know the ocean.
Yeah.
Because you have sailed it before, and it is not easy to navigate. But you do
It's a
not
terrifying place for poor Tarnum. This is his worst nightmare.
I don't think Hanoke's ever been in the ocean, unless this is like a really famous ocean that he might have read about. But
It's the ocean between our continent and the next.
oh, I might know something about that then. Like I know the name, but I don't think I would know anything about the storm giant.
Your
Igris?
the mountains where you lived is right next to the Amara Ocean.
Okay, well, can I do a
But
history check then, or
sure, go right ahead.
all right? 12.
Doesn't really ring a bell.
Avarice, what do you know about? You said this. Turn this thing. You said this is an angry storm giant.
It is.
Avarice, what do you know about storm giants?
It's always me.
Listen, we've gotten really lucky on these.
Storm giants. I know a bit about them. They're innately good-natured, but they usually don't reside in islands. They usually are in like secluded areas, like up above the sky, the cloud lines, or high peak mountains.
Could we take a storm giant? Do you think?
All of this. It really depends on circumstance. They're pretty tough, and of course, as their name says, they're pretty big.
Well, it's really a choice between that and an Androsphinx, right? So,
an Androsphinx that was able to take down a beholder, might I add?
He says, "You do not have to accept this challenge. If you wish to leave, it is up to you."
Well, that's polite.
It's only if you accept the challenge that you are bound to it.
What happens if we don't take down the storm giant in 30 minutes? If we don't die, but we're just, 30 minutes expires, do we come back here or do you leave us there?
I bring you back here. If you live, I bring you back here and I finish you off.
Oh, well, that's pleasant.
So, a storm giant and an Androsphinx. That sounds more like my kind of afternoon.
I don't think we want to try this one.
Those 3 guys we killed thought that they could take this guy.
Well, or they could take his challenge.
Right. So.
No? Valora, Ergius, Tarnum, what are we doing here? We're going to put this to a vote? Valora, I'm assuming, is on the fence as usual.
We were told there was a powerful relic down here, so obviously it's past this guy.
You probably beat the challenge, that's the reward.
I do hold a powerful relic behind this door. The Shield of the Devoted.
Do you know anything about prophecies?
Can I go through my notes and see if I know anything about this?
The Shield?
Yeah.
Make a history check.
Well, I'm looking through my notes. Wouldn't that be more of an investigation?
No, this is based off of your knowledge.
9.
Can I do a history check? 24.
24. You have heard of
Actually,
this.
I think I get double proficiency. Do I get double proficiency? What's my stupid gnome thing? I think it's like I might get double proficiency for this.
If it's based off a magical item, I believe.
Artificial lore. Add to history checks about with magic, alchemical, or technical items. So technically 27.
27.
Yeah.
You have heard of this. Long ago, in a fight against an abyssal creature called Demogorgon, there was a champion of Helm that wielded this shield. You don't know where it's been in time, but you've recognized it from that particular part of history.
I think I have my prophecy about finding a relic down here. Does that maybe am I connecting the dots between those two things?
I didn't hear that.
You know, I have that prophecy you gave me about something maybe down here, finding an item.
Potentially.
Okay. Yeah, so I tell the group it's a really powerful magical shield. We probably want this.
Can I go over to the Sphinx and ask, what do you know of the ocean? I mean, I know you live down here, but if you're sending us there, you must have some knowledge of the area. Do you know of its myths and its legends?
In the case check. Unfortunately, I don't know too much. I have been here all my life.
Do you know of him?
I do not know who you're referring to.
All right.
Do we get a boat?
You do not.
You're dropping us in the middle of the ocean, right?
Part of the challenge is being able to navigate the waters and find your way to the island.
Does anyone here have the ability to breathe water?
Avarice might. Let me see.
So we have to cross part of the ocean and get on the island and fight a storm giant all within 30 minutes.
Indeed. And Avarice does not have that prepared. I mean, I can do a long rest and get it prepared if you wish.
Do you have? Can you cast fly on multiple people? I know.
Of course, yeah, of course I can classify on multiple people. Problem is I can only cast it on, I believe, 2 at a time.
Well, Corian could carry some of us.
You could probably carry like one. Well,
Avarice can fly because he can turn himself into a fish or a bird or something. He can take care of himself.
And then if you cast fly on Corian, then he could carry at least one, if not the 2 small people, Urgius and yourself. And then who does that leave? Me and Drostan. Right, and that's it. And you could cast fly on me and I carry Drostan.
What about Urgius? I'm sorry, what was going to happen to Urgius?
He would be carried by Corian. I'm sure. Can we leave stuff? I'd just go over to the Sphinx and say, can we leave stuff here? Like stuff that we're carrying while we do this? Because I'm not bringing the eggs. They can stay here.
No. Urgius, do you have fly?
I don't.
That's what I'm thinking. We cast fly on Corian and myself. Corian can carry the 2 small people. Avarice can transform and I can carry Drostan, and that's all of us.
What about Ballora?
Oh, that's a good point. Ballora, can you fly?
No. I wish I could.
What else can we do here?
Don't you have polymorph?
I do. Problem is polymorph is concentration, so I can't polymorph and cast fly. I can't concentrate on both of those spells.
What's the highest you can do for fly?
I can do level 4, so that's 2.
Okay.
So, I mean, so Avarice is fine. Trying to think of what else we could do.
Is Ballora a strong, bulky person?
Yes. She wears plate armor.
Could she carry me? Could she be capable of carrying me while flying? And I carried Rostan.
What we could do is, because of flying speed, I think I would know if this would work. But couldn't we tie a rope to somebody who's flying and have some people stay in the water, holding onto a rope that's tied to them and get tugged along?
You probably could, but your speed would be pretty reduced.
Right, but flying is 60 to begin with. Is it 60 or 40?
I believe it's... Actually, it might be 30. Let me double check.
60. It's 60. I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
So even if it's cut in half, that's just normal speed.
Yes.
You know?
Oh, what I'm going to suggest now is Corian and Ballora get fly. Corian holds the 2 small people. Ballora holds me, 1 medium person, and I hold Drostan, and Avarice transforms. Unless you don't want to go the level 4 fly.
I'm okay with it because I can. It's just gonna be I'm gonna not have a level 4 spell slot, so no polymorph because I need a short rest to recover that, and we have a 30-minute time limit.
Works for me.
else is there? Is there anything else we could do here? I'm just looking. Feather falls that could be in use here. I do have. Oh, I don't think I can put anything on this. It just remains. The disc is immobile. I have Tenzor's floating disc, but I think you can't put people on that one, right?
No, I think you attempted it on a donkey and didn't go very well.
Oh, did I? Yeah, I tried to put it underneath that. Well, that was an unwilling donkey.
It wasn't a happy donkey.
It doesn't say anything about not being able to put anything on it. Let me get a. I need a DM ruling on this. Can we use Can I use floating discs for this?
Is it concentration?
No, it lasts an hour, so I'll read you the spell. The spell creates a circular horizontal plane of force 3 feet in diameter and 1 inch thick. That floats 3 feet above the ground in unoccupied space of your choice. You can see within range. The disc remains for the duration, can hold up to 500 pounds. It lasts for an hour. If more weight plate on it. The disc is immobile while you're within 20 feet of it. If you move more than 20 feet away, the disc follows you so that it remains 20 feet within 20 feet of you. It can move across uneven terrain, up and down stairs, slopes, and the like, but it can't cross an elevation change of 10 feet or more. For example, the disc can't move across a 10-foot deep pit, nor could it leave such a pit if it was created at the bottom. If you move more than 100 feet from the disc, typically because it can't move around an obstacle to follow you, the spell ends. So it's only 3 feet.
Do you control where that goes?
Yes. So what is it? Just follows behind me. Is basically what happens. It's like it's like having like a little tugboat behind me. So
and you're trying
I can put something on that, someone or something on that.
Yeah, but you're using 2 spells versus 1 now.
Well, hold on. Tensor's floating disc is a ritual, so it doesn't use anything, and it lasts an hour.
But you're still going to have to use a fly spell anyway.
Right, but if I'm not the one flying, as long as we stay it's going to be within 100 feet of me. So I'm saying, like, so you don't have to hold Drostan as an example. We could put.
I don't mind doing that though.
If we're having an issue, so.
I mean, I'm not sure what you're trying to go for here. Trying to save that level 4 by reducing the amount of people that need to fly, something like that.
I could do that, yeah. And then I could only cast at level 3, which would be much nicer. I don't know. What do you guys want me to do?
Up to you guys.
Yeah, I don't see how the disc stops us from having to cast fly at level 4.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out. Well, we can at least have the disc anyway to put something on it to make it secure. I'm gonna spend 10 minutes. I'm gonna cast Tensor's floating disc.
Okay.
Is that gonna go through a teleport?
Oh yeah, that's right. Well, I don't know. We can find out, I guess. I don't have to cast these spells until we get in the water too. I can cast these spells in the water.
Yeah, but we have 30 minutes once we get to the water.
Yeah, you would have to spend 10 minutes casting that, and then we'd be down to.
Oh no, I meant just like you guys want me to cast fly right now, right before we go?
How long does it last?
10 minutes.
I guess it would make sense because we might not all appear
we
at
could
the
also
same
see
place.
how far. I mean, we could also see how far away we are from the shore.
Yeah, we can get in there. We don't even know if we're all going to be in the same place.
That's true.
Yeah, it's true. If you guys are too far away from me, it might break concentration.
Well, we might not also be able to get fly if we go through and too far away. I think that's just a risk you have to take.
All right, so you guys want me to cast? So who am I casting fly on then?
It would be Laura and Corian, right?
And then Corian's carrying me and Urgius?
Yeah.
And Balora's carrying you and Drostand.
Well, I'll be carrying Drostan, but
she technically is going to be. But I mean, she still has to bear the weight of both of you guys.
Yeah.
How much do you guys weigh together? How much does Drostan weigh?
I don't know how much he weighs, to be honest.
Can she hold on to both of you guys?
She'll just have to hold on to me, right? And then I would hold
But-
on to maybe the
Yeah,
weight
but I
of
mean
her.
that's
Fine.
like imagine if she's holding, like, pretend Drostan's up there. Imagine you're holding onto a big bag, right? If she's holding onto you and you're holding onto a big bag, she's still in effect having to spare that weight.
Yeah. That's what we're going to work out, is if she can carry that amount of weight.
Yeah. So how much would we expect Drostan to weigh?
How
Yeah.
big is he? He's a medium creature, isn't he?
Yeah.
He'd probably be like 40 pounds.
Yeah, around that much, because he's a bigger dog, but he's not like
Right.
a huge
Oh,
dog.
that's right.
But Laura says she isn't sure how much she could try to carry you both, but she's not sure if it'll work too well.
So what happens if she can't bear your guys' weight? Is what I'm saying.
I guess I'll have to stay behind.
Well, no, you're gonna find out in the water if this
Well, no,
spell's
we can
cast.
cast fly now and find out if we can here.
Okay. Then let me burn it. Let me just use that at 3rd level, and then I can short rest and recover that, and then go there.
If she can't hold him, I can.
Could she,
And everybody else.
could she
or
hold the
this one-
2 small people?
Oh, have her carry the midgets and have Corian carry Drawstand and Tarnum.
She says that.
How much are you and Urgis's weight combined?
I could probably get Tarnum, Drawstan, and one of the smaller people. And then she'd only have to carry one. I can't imagine that the 3 of those combined is over my...
I'm just thinking, actually, like, if you held on to me and I held on to Drostan, one of the small people could, like, be on your back, around your shoulders, holding you. Riding you like a freaking, I don't know, like a horse, I guess.
Or y'all can just get carried by your collars.
None of us have a boat, like a foldable boat on us. I don't believe that's part of our equipment, right?
No.
Nope.
Okay. I can't remember. Well, I think that's the best option we have here. Yeah, what I have prepared. All right, well, let's hope we don't need a polymorph or anything. Let's do it. All right, we ready?
Yep.
I am.
Okay. All right, so I'm going to cast... So this is how we're going to do it then. I'm going to cast Fly on, in the second here, on Valora and Corian, level 4. And then she's going to just carry... So who is she carrying now? Just Urgius? And Corian's got everybody else?
Apart from Averus, who's changing into
Yeah.
or something.
You can't change it anything that could carry something on your back, can you, Averus?
That's a higher Druid level. I can only do
Right.
a regular equal.
All right. I want to ask the Sphinx, you got anything to give to us as tools to help us in this adventure, or are we... is this it?
Avers could do, can you do swimming creatures at this point?
Yes, I can do a swim creature. Yeah.
So you could do like a shark. That'd be able to pull somebody along. If we had to.
I can if you guys wish.
Okay. By the way, I do have a scroll of teleportation. So if things go really south, get near me.
Well, let's try the fly thing. How long does it take for you to switch forms?
That's instantaneous.
All right, so let's do the fly thing. Once we get there, we'll see how the holding on to people goes, and
Yeah, because you get 2 beast changes, right, between short rests.
I do, yes.
Yeah, so he can go shark if he has to.
all right, let's go.
All right. Do we want to tie a rope to Averus before we go, just in case if he goes in shark? Well, the rope might tie off of him. So, all right. All right, let's do this then. So I'm gonna have Corey. I'm gonna ask you to hold on to me. That way, I have my hands free in case I need to cast any other spells. I should have prepared Featherfall for today, but I didn't. Oh well.
I grab him by the back of his robe.
Okay.
Careful with the merchandise. All right, Mr. Sphinx, we're ready to go here in 1 moment, and I cast Fly on the 2 people I said using my 4th level, and we bamf.
Okay. Just so I can know, Corin, go make a strength check. It's not a very high DC because you're a strength, but
Just strength.
yeah.
21.
21. Yeah, you as you lift up in the air, you're easily able to hold the forms. Yeah. So, do you guys accept my challenge?
Yes.
Very well. Everyone that's not like flying, you actually feel your form like begin to lift, and as you blink, you are transported. So,
You want me to change the background?
sure, yeah, go right ahead. As your weightless forms suddenly appear a couple feet off of... Actually, I'll get rid of these two. A couple feet off of water, you slam into ocean water as you submerge for a moment. You come back up.
Are we all together?
You all are, yes. Some of you flying, of course.
Yeah.
The sounds are a huge contrast. Above the surface, a very loud storm angrily whirls around all of you. The dark gray sky with bits of lightning coursing through them are barely visible from the unnaturally large 15 to 20 foot tall waves that come crashing down around you. The rain furiously blows into you all, propelled by the heavy winds. The constant claps of thunders, making hearing anything almost impossible. I need everyone to make a perception check.
This is just like... this is Tarnum's nightmare all over again. He is just in himself right now. He is terrified.
19.
I got a 9. I only got a 11.
Averis also got 19.
At 15.
15. All right. Corin and Averis, as Averis, of course, is now Eagle. Corin, off in the distance, you do see the island. A island. As you look around, that's the only one you see. Through the bits of waves that are actually coming up towards you. Their peak actually pretty high up off the ground. You manage to dodge out of the way, but you do see up ahead your destination. Looks like maybe 300 to 400 feet away.
All right, I'll whistle.
Okay.
And start raising up above the wave peaks.
Okay.
And heading in that direction.
All right. Valor begins to follow as well as Averis.
Right. I'm going to cast just precipitation behind me, little balls of light to make sure that she continues to see us.
All right.
As we're making our way over there, can I make a perception check for...
And she does see
you know what I'm looking for.
Go right ahead.
14.
Yeah, unfortunately, due to this large storm, you hardly even see anything.
Right.
You can see Corin below you, and Valor and Averis behind you, but that's about all you can see. You don't even see the island.
I'm setting Owly ahead of us.
Okay. Ellie zooms past. Is Tarnum, Drostan, Hanok, and Aegis that are writing?
Yeah.
Is there? Go make strength checks.
No.
Or sorry, this be athletics checks.
Athletics?
Corian's holding on to me, right? So
13.
do I need to make an athletics check? Because he's the one holding me, I'm not holding him.
You would. He already made the strength check to hold on to you, so you need to make yours. What was yours, Turnham?
13.
13. It just.
Do I need to make one for Drosten as well?
Yes, you do.
What even is his athletics? Just his strength?
It is. Yes, it's based off of strength.
I'm using my other divine roll for today, a 16, to give me a strength check of 14.
Okay.
17 for Drosten.
I drop and break concentration.
Eric's is the only one that actually begins to slip. And I believe it's in Laura's hand. Laura's hands.
Yeah.
She's going to try to keep hold. Oh, she did really well. Eric's, from the rain, your grip is becoming hard to hold onto from your hands being wet. But Laura is just holding onto with her arms, preventing you from falling. And you can look down and you just see you're actually to reach above the ocean waves, you have to be about 30 feet off the ground. And you look down, you see ocean waves cresting below you as she holds onto you. You guys are about halfway. As you just feel the wind and rain smacking into your face, kind of even in the air is blowing you around in different directions. I need you guys to make one more strength check as you are now approaching the island. Aegis, Hanok, Tarnum, Drosten.
Oh. 3 for me. And for Drosten, 8.
10.
6.
6. Corian, you begin to feel all 3 forms kind of slipping out of your grasp. I'll go ahead and have you make 3 separate strength checks to see who you can hold on to.
Strength checks. All right.
The first one's going to be Tarnum.
Just straight up strength.
Yeah.
Well, he's not holding on to Drosten, is he?
Well, Drosten's on the back too, isn't he?
No,
No, I was
Tarnum's
holding Drosten.
Oh, Tarnum's holding him. Tarnum going to make a strength check. Or sorry, strength check to hold on to Drosten and keep him on.
Just straight strength, 19.
19. All right, you both are at least together. Corian, what was your roll for Tarnum?
A 9.
9. And go and roll for Hanok.
19.
19. So as you guys are about roughly 90 feet away, you're trying your best to hold on, but Tarnum and Drosten do fall about 30 feet. Oh, that's actually really low. 5 points of damage to each of you, Drosten and Tarnum. You smack into the waves, and you're submerged momentarily as you come back up, guessing for air. Go ahead and both of you make perception checks to see if you can even recognize where they went.
Perception.
I would have
18
down.
for me.
Yeah, if you felt them, you probably would have started swooping down.
Yeah.
18
for me. Drosten perception is he's got a +5, I think, to that. Only a 10 though.
I'm gonna. Can I throw him the immovable rod?
You can. So you start throwing it to him.
I'm like not throwing it to him, but I mean like I'm gonna have Corian kind of as Corian drops down, I'm gonna pull out the immovable rod and go to hand it to Tarnum.
So, Tarnum, go and make both of you before they reach you. Go and make athletics checks to see how well you can keep your same position.
Me and
This
Drosten.
torrent of waves. Yes.
Well, that's not a number. I mean, technically the dice says 19. Can I accept it?
Unfortunately, if it doesn't land on a real number, I usually roll it.
I hate you, DM. I hate you. What was this again?
Athletics.
6.
Okay. And for Justin?
6.
How far away are they from the shore?
About, at this moment, about 80 to 90 feet.
So you can't blink there.
which actually
Do
I'll
I?
kind of like depict where you guys are at. So like it's the island. Tarnum and Justin are about here. You guys are about here, heading down towards them.
Do I roll to see if I can
they're-
see them?
Yes, go and make a perception check to see if they are indeed like small little dots in the ocean.
11.
Actually, Noak gets one because he was trying to hand the rod. You can make a perception check as well. Tarnum and Drostan, you both begin kind of moving this way with the current.
12.
12. As you kind of swooping down, you don't see them too, like you see them momentarily, but they're being swooped around by the waves. Tarnum can see you, but at this moment, he's currently lost in the waves, being dragged along. You see where he went, but you don't see him at the moment. About 7 minutes has passed right now since the start.
Okay, we can't do anything. We're gonna fall in 2 in a minute then.
I would look again.
Are you following where they went?
Yes.
Okay, go make another perception check. Spend more time looking for them, where they
Have
went.
I seen the island at all in this time?
Go make another perception check as it's pretty close.
18.
18.
19.
18. You do see the island up ahead. You can't really move around as the waves are just pulling you along.
Yeah, but I'm tempted to make Drostan teleport to it, and then that's at least him on dry land, and I'm only going to worry about myself.
Okay. You can if you wish. He can teleport 40 feet, so he'd get about halfway.
Yeah, and then I'd have to roll to see if he recovers it.
Yes. And he would have to make athletics checks as well.
How many?
Each round.
Okay, so you need to make 1 athletics, 1 teleport. This is a tough choice, man.
And he would have to see the island as well.
So he's going to make perception as well? Okay,
Yeah.
can I point this out? Can I point it out to him right now?
You can. He now sees the island.
Right. I'm just going to suggest to him to teleport because we're in a bad situation here.
Okay.
Try and get towards it as much as possible.
The Justin then teleports 40 feet up ahead.
Yeah.
And then splashes back in the water. We'll start with Corian now. Corian, you're getting closer, and you see Tarnum in the water. You can.
I'm handing Corian my potion of speed to drink.
Okay.
So I'll give you double speed.
Do you need to
forgot how
drink it
it
an hour or later? It is double speed, I believe, for an hour or a minute. I can't remember exactly.
I'm looking up right now.
I should give you in the description.
1 minute, no concentration required. Of the haste spell. Oh no, never mind. It's a haste spell. That's not going to help him. Because then he'll be lethargic afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, never mind. I don't give him this potion of speed. That's not going to help.
Really help later, though.
I still hand it to him then, I guess, for later.
All right. The Corian, you get a potion. You put it away quickly. As you see Tarnum, you start diving towards him. He's now in arm's grasp. Go ahead and make a athletics check to try and pick him up out of the water.
All right. Athletics. Oh, yeah. 23.
23. Tarnum, you are lifted out of the water
Okay.
as Corey now ascends in the air again. It's now back to Drostan. Avers and Ballora and Aegis are just floating along with you guys.
Can we see draw stand?
The big perception checks. For Corian, Hanok, and Tarnum.
Got 8.
Perception?
I would say Tarnum gets advantage because he has seen. He knows where he sent Drostan.
Okay.
I got 12.
16.
16. You up ahead. You do see a little dot in the water, attempting to swim. Go and make an athletics check for Drostan. See if you can stay afloat.
Natural 20.
he is an expert swimmer.
I told Corian to drop me on him.
You can roll for your his teleport.
Yeah, I was about to get the teleport.
6, so he gets it back. So he would go another 40 feet towards the island. How far does that leave him now?
I was going to say go and make a perception check as well to see if he can swim, but he's not sure if he's disorientated. 10. At the moment he cannot, but he's still looking around for it. He has his teleport back and ready.
Can I send Owly? Because he'd be close to the island.
I've seen
I sent ahead. I'm telling Owly telepathically to get the hell to draw stand.
Okay. So Owly begins flying. Do you know what Owly wishes to do?
Yeah, I'm telling him to let Drostan see him and try to lead him back.
Okay. And have him be like a guide.
Yeah.
So Owly flies over to where Drostan is and tries kind of pointing in the direction of the island. Go and make another perception check with advantage now for Drostan.
That'll either be a 21. Yeah, 21.
21. With the help, he does now see, and if you wish, he can use his teleport to reach the distance.
Yes.
All right.
So that leaves him about 10 feet out, right?
No, he's like right on the shore. He was about 80 feet away.
Oh, okay. So
he's right there now.
He's
like
on
right
the island now.
Yeah.
Right.
So he made it. Owly also would you send Owly to the shore as well?
Yeah, because we know our way there.
Okay. So with Corian as well, you guys head back over to the island. Are you staying in the air or landing?
Landing
as soon as we get there, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
So Fly must be almost out of time anyways.
Yeah.
How long is Fly?
10 minutes,
10
but
minutes.
it takes us with even if Corian's only moving 30 feet a turn, 30 feet, he'd be 60 feet a turn. So even if he has 1 minute left, he should be able to travel 600 feet.
I was gonna say it would be about with the teleporting in with Tarnum, it would have been about 9 minutes at this point.
Yeah, he has time, or should at least.
Yeah. So you guys are about at the end of Fly, but you do see the island now, and it's actually pretty small comparatively. Is everything off the table?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yep.
All right. And so once it ends, once we land, I'm just gonna break concentration on Fly because there's probably no point for another 20 seconds.
So where did we land here? All the figures are over here.
About right here.
Okay.